Okay. I officially have no idea what I'm doing, but today, more than ever, that saying is true. As I suspect is about to be demonstrated by this here thing that we are about to see. What did you think that was going to be followed up immediately by something? No, apparently that's not how I operate at all. Apparently that is not how I will operate ever. However, the way I will operate is in a very, very delayed and untimely fashion, such as is about to be exposed here with any luck. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, there we go. See, it's not impossible. It's not completely out of the realm of stuff. Also need to raise the volume here a little bit, I suspect. That ought to be enough, maybe, possibly, hopefully. I am certainly hoping that I can count on this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, it's time. Time for me to begin this. This thing which, if you have looked at the title of the stream, you might have figured out is a randomizer for Majora's Mask. Something I did not think I would be doing ever, and which I have not seen done very many places, and by very many places I mean anywhere, and I need to stretch this a little bit to make it actually, you know, fit my 4x3 space here, I guess, because the way it captures this weird. There we go. If you want to buy all of the merchandise, please refer to Botula. I'm sure you will be able to help you in very short order. Also, hello to folk. So the way this works, by the way, is that you just have the game, and then once you start the game, whichever name you put in is your randomizer seed. So let's see what happens if I try this seed in particular, which I don't believe I've ever tried in the like 2 times that I've tested this out before. Which, you know, I still have not completed any runs of this on my own, but I've gotten pretty far the last time I tried, which incidentally was yesterday, all of it. At least I'd like to think it was fairly far. Inside, I did not enter any of the dungeons, but I'm pretty sure I could have entered at least one of them. But I did get a lot of the items that you can get without actually going into the dungeons, and when you think about it, there's, you know, the actual items that you can find within the dungeons aren't actually like a huge percentage of the items that you find in the game. So yeah, you might have noticed that to expedite the beginning of this, you start off in the clock tower here, without having to go through the long intro section that precedes it, usually. And you now have spiffy purple robes, which I don't think you can change. But one thing that does remain consistent is that this guy becomes your general mission giver, by which I mean he gives you your one objective that you have to complete. And once you do complete it, you'll beat the game. Except, the one thing is, I'm a pretty cool guy and I have randomized the items you'll find. Wonder how you will fare against the horror that is the random number generator. But yes, I'm sure we'll be just fine. Incidentally, by the way, I guess this would be a good time to mention, I do not know any sequence breaking or glitches for this game, so I probably will not be using any of them. Whether or not this means that I will eventually get stuck, that remains to be seen. But anyway, we're gonna just skip this, well, skip nothing, just speak to this guy. I just switched the consonants around because I just do that very, very often. Speak to this guy immediately, since You know, usually you would have to play through a 3-day cycle in Deku form, and then get the ocarina, and then he returns you to regular form by teaching you this song, but since you already start out in Hylian form here, you don't need to do that. You can just get this immediately. And yeah, pretty much always start with, well, I don't know, like all the rules, because I don't think they're written down anywhere as far as I'm aware. But based on my so far rather limited experience with this, I think the stuff you're guaranteed to always have at the beginning is the ocarina and a wallet that, well, and the regular basic sword, and a wallet that can hold up to 250 rupees, I'm pretty sure, which is actually larger than the adult wallet in the game, I think. And you get the first transformation mask by doing this. You know, it says Deku mask, but that should not be taken as an invitation to interpret that as actually being the Deku mask. You will see what I mean in just a couple of minutes after this cutscene ends. I hope. But hey, the current video configuration I have means that I can actually look at these cutscenes pretty much in their entirety as they're supposed to look like, which is, you know, it is very much possible to not even have as an option. I'll say that much right now. I should probably put this window over here. Probably a good idea. You know, might be advisable. There we go. So in just a few moments here we should be, you know, finally able to start the game proper after this cutscene comes to an end. There we go. So after saying goodbye to Miyamoto, we can actually go into our inventory, and what do you know, we did not actually get the Deku mask, we got the Sora mask instead, because you see, the way the transformation masks work in this game is that whenever you get one of them, you might not actually get the one you're supposed to be getting, but rather another one of the transformation masks. But at least that particular pool is limited to where, you know, if you get one, you can only get either that transformation masks or another one of them. And by another one of them, I mean just from 3 masks, which are the Deku mask, Goron mask, and Sora mask. So let's start this off, I guess. Oh hey Alex. Well, I just started. I don't really know how it goes around so far. Just gonna go ahead and slow down time here. Don't know how advisable that is, but let's see. Should be able to get something from, yeah, typically in a normal run this would be the first thing you would do pretty much. You would come to the pool and you would... There was supposed to be money down here, it's not right now. Come to the pool, get the stray fairy, and then you bring it to the...
Nice.
So hey Weems, thanks for the follow. And also, I don't think that notification is like supposed to look squashed like that, but I guess it'll do for now. And yeah, hello, welcome into the stream and all that good stuff. Well, because you start out in Hylian form in this randomizer, you can activate those owl statues right away, but it doesn't really matter all that much immediately, because you don't learn the Song of Soaring until you can get a few things in the swamp, so let me see. We should be able to get magic power by bringing the stray fairy to the fountain, but I do not really know if I want that yet. You know, instead, let me see. So here's the thing. This game, as far as I am aware, does not have any trackers. Trackers, in this case, referring to things that help you keep track of the items that you can obtain in the game. So what I've kind of come up with for now in its stead is I've created this spreadsheet that keeps track of all the items you can find, and at this moment I realize that it's not supposed to be, or it's not at a place where you can actually see it, and apparently that is not either. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, I made a spreadsheet. That's pretty much the best thing I've come up with to be able to keep track of where the items are right now. And there are certain items which I did in the little bit of testing, I guess, for this randomizer that I've done before. That, as far as I'm aware, are not randomized, or at least I'm led to believe they are, because I did not get a different item to get those items. So yeah, let me see. And by the way, this spreadsheet is by no means incomplete, or complete rather. It is very incomplete, that it is just based on the percentage of the game that I have managed to play so far, I guess. Which is not, you know, nowhere near to being all of it. Here's residence. Is it open right now? It opens at 10 AM. Oh boy. What is that noise thing from? Oh, it's from a YouTube thing. From this guy called Michael Rosen, who is often used as a YouTube poop source, if you know what that is. And for some reason it seems to, you know, that particular quote seems to be associated with him a lot. But let me see. So I'm not able to go into the mayor's office yet, which means I can't get Cafe's mask yet, which is one of the things you should be able to get. Let me see if I look at my list of stuff here. Okay, the Deku mask. I can start writing stuff down here, I guess. Instead of the Deku mask, I got the Sora mask. And I should be able to get the... Actually, hang on a minute. Oh yeah, I guess I will get magic here, because the reason I was kind of holding off on that is because once you do get magic, then you can... Once you do get magic, you can theoretically shoot projectiles in Deku form, but since I don't have the Deku mask right now, I won't actually be able to do that. However, I do have the Sora mask, meaning I will be able to do that just in a different way. And once you get magic, then Tingle actually gets a balloon, and we're not able to just speak to him on the ground without popping the balloon first. Let's see. What's our goal here? I have no idea. Don't think there are any, like, run-ending goals other than beat the final boss, I guess. Don't really know if that's different for other randomizers, but as far as I can tell, that's pretty much what we have to do to win. So yeah, this is gonna take a while. I think you pretty much have to go through the whole game, kind of, except with the limitations that the random number generator imposes. So let me see. Yes, we do have the Sora mask. Can watch that beautiful animation and start off this little quest, I think. Where we pop the balloon. And then take off the mask and speak to the guy. You become a gang of the bombers. Or a member of the bombers. You gonna try to do it in one sitting? No, definitely not, because I actually wanted to do a little bit more of this, but I had something else I had to do that I didn't finish until like 20 minutes ago. So pretty much just do as much of this as I can for now and continue it another time, I guess. Really don't think it would be possible for me to even do it in one sitting right now. Oh yeah, one of the kids is here. The other one should be right over there. And so he is. And okay, let me glance here at the other stuff that I have in my spreadsheet. Well, some of the other stuff that I can get right now is related to this little quest I'm doing right now, so I guess I'll keep doing it. Alright, now there are only 2 left. Hello. Oh yeah, that guy. He's on the roof, but he stupidly falls and runs off if you come walking under him. There we go, now there's only 1 left. There's something else we can get from the inn, but we gotta wait until the afternoon for that, or else we're not gonna be able to get it. So let's go to West Clocktown. There's also some stuff you can get from the trading post, but you need money for that, which I guess I'm not really able to reliably collect consistently yet. Hang on. Alright, we got the final kid. Hey, I am now a bomber. And we get the bomber's notebook, except what we actually get is the gilded sword. Oh boy. So we got the strongest regular sword in the game instead of the bomber's notebook. Oh, and it gives you the message as if it was stolen, so yeah, that's another kind of other thing. As far as I'm able to tell, like, you also get like unique items if you have the Takuri in the south field, steal one of your items, and alright, the code is 14325. Steal one of your items and then buy it back at the curiosity shop, which is kind of a dickish thing if it turns out that there's some stuff that you can only get that way. Not entirely sure about that though. But if I do get stuck, yes, I will assume that I have to look into that. 14325. Alright, also there are some flags here, I'm pretty sure, like, we were supposed to get the bomber's notebook from that minigame, but what we got instead was the sword. So, there's a flag that if you have the bomber's note, or if you don't have the bomber's notebook and you come out of here and try to go back into the street, then the kid stops you and tries to give it to you, but since we probably won't actually get the actual notebook, probably gonna be able to get whatever he does give us over and over again because the flag doesn't change. And we're also able, or supposed to be able to get the Great Fairy mask from the Great Fairy in the North Fountain when we're in human form, but the actual flag for that is having the Deku mask, which we don't have yet, so we won't be able to get whatever the Great Fairy mask is going to be until we get the Deku mask. So I think the first objective in these runs, I guess, should be to get all the transformation masks. But let's see, by coming over here, we should be able to get the Moon Steer, or whatever it's gonna turn out to be, rather. So it seems to be a thing a ton of streamers are doing, but you think you would ever do a limited pass randomizer? Well, I don't know, I mean, if I ever manage to complete a run of this, then maybe. And maybe if I also manage to complete a run of, like, Link's Awakening randomizer, even though one time I have tried to do that so far, I failed miserably. And, you know, it's my understanding that there's some sequence breaking stuff you need to know to do to even stand a chance in those games. Which I should add, I don't know any sequence breaking stuff for this game, so... I don't know if I should be stunned that I managed to get as far as I did the previous run that I did. Well, I got the light arrow instead of the moon steer. I can now kill everything instantly, I guess. I don't think there's anything else out here. I'd be biased for a randomizer that's... Oh, for this seems much harder than one for a Link to the Past. Well, I don't know. See, I don't know what to say to that since... I haven't tried Link to the Past yet, but... Of the two randomizers that I have tried so far, this is the one that I didn't get stuck on, so... Oh, that didn't drop anything. Alright. Alright, so let me see. It's now 9 AM. I don't think there's anything else that we'll have unlocked yet. We can't get Cafe's mask yet because it needs to be 10 AM. We can't get the room key yet because it needs to be the afternoon. Oh, yeah, here comes this guy. Yes, amnesia. Oh, okay, so the Bomber's Notebook will always be the Gilded Sword. See, this makes me a little bit worried because... Like, I don't know what happens if you obtain, like, the regular sword or the Razor Sword after you obtain the Gilded Sword, if it overwrites it or what. I don't think it does, but... I don't know. It's something I'm gonna try to find out. I should be able to get some money if we jump here. Actually, didn't think this was accessible without the bunny hood. Which, to be honest, this is one aspect of the randomizer that makes me sad, not being able to get the bunny hood in the first cycle. Or on the second cycle, I guess. Because the bunny hood is one of the most useful masks in this game, since it just makes you go faster. Alright, we got money. So we can't get the room key, we can't get Great Fairy Mask, we should be able to get Hylian Shield though, at the trading post. So let's go find out what that is. Oh yeah, since we can get the, since we have the Gilded Sword now, we should be able to kill the Takuri, so it's a pretty good money grinding method. I mean, we can kill it without it, but it takes a lot longer. Haven't looked much into the rando community, neither have I. Is there a community for rando? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this doesn't seem to have nearly as much attention as other Zelda randomizers, so I really have no idea. I think there is a Super Metroid rando, would love to try that. Yeah, I do like the idea, but don't know like how well I would do at something like that, like same... Oh, I got Romantis Mask. The same problem that I have with stuff like, you know, other Zelda games, that I know this game really well, that's the thing. I played it so many times, I can't even believe it. Oh, wait a minute, is this... Yeah, it is correct thing. But... I don't know if I could, like, quickly figure out where to go on other Zelda games that aren't this one. Alright, I got the Romantis Mask instead of the Hylian Shield, I guess. Don't really want to get anything else. No, maybe arrows. No, I don't think I can even buy arrows without a quiver, so... Yeah, no. I'm sure you can get the Deku Nuts and Deku Sticks just from grass and what have you, so not really too concerned about that. Oh yeah, we should be able to get the bomb bag though. Let me see if the bomb bag is... still the bomb bag. It was in the previous run I did of this. Yeah, I guess the bomb bag is always gonna be the bomb bag, so that's unrandomized. I mean, assuming that that's actually what it was. Hang on, pretty sure stuff like bombs and yeah, bomb chews are also unrandomized, since apparently the reason for that, if what I've read is any indication, is that you can do some sequence breaking with them, but I have no idea how to do it, so it doesn't really make a difference for me. So let's see what else. How many times have I played through Majora's Mask? I don't know, a lot. I just played it a ton when I was a kid, and then pretty much every time after that I've gone back to it, I pretty much know. And well, that's kind of a funny thing now that I think about it, because I played it a lot like the N64 version as a kid, but I don't think I ever actually managed to beat it until the GameCube version, when the as part of the Zelda Collector's Edition thing came out. That version was like the first one I beat. What else? But yeah, after that I pretty much was able to beat it pretty consistently. Like, I'm not so sure about Majora's Mask 3D, which I did own. You know, I jumped right on that as soon as I heard it was coming out. But I don't know, I feel like I'm nowhere near as familiar with the changes they made in that version than with the original. I think Breath of the Wild is the first Zelda game I've actually played. Oh man. Depends how many tricks for Super Metroid you need to know, like, you need to do mockball or other weird shit, maybe not, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, I feel that a lot of the randomizers are, like, geared towards speedrunners and just people who know how to do weird shit that was not intended as part of the regular game, I guess. So as someone who has absolutely no knowledge of that, I don't know, like, how well I do with randomizers in general. Is this my favorite Zelda then? Yeah, I would think so. It's not even just because of the no, I guess it's because of like everything about it contributes to that a little bit, I feel. Like it for a lot of reasons, not just the mechanics but the story as well. You play this on a emulator without a GameCube controller? Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm using a controller, but it's a PS4 controller, so pretty sure you can set you know, if you're doing it on emulator, which I guess you pretty much would have to do unless you do some weird fucking around with N64 custom cards or something. You would have to... You can do it on keyboard if you are so inclined, but you can also like configure X input stuff. Or emulated X input in this case. Also time for another long cutscene, I guess. Which I'm kind of wish I could skip, but you know, in retrospect, doesn't take nearly as long as I seem to remember it doing. Weirdest trick I've done is the bonk with boots, which is really easy. Alright. I mean, I guess, is there like a, I don't know, a general, what's the word I'm looking for, general guide to these sort of things that you would need for randomizers? Because I don't know, I feel like if I had that kind of reference it would help. So let me see, did I get anything else? I didn't. Right, yeah. There is a guide for LTTP randos, so that would help, I suppose. Links allowed here? Yes, they are. I think. Don't have a lot of opportunities to test that. Alright, off to the swamp we go, even though I should probably go back to town at some point so that I don't miss some of the events from there. Okay, so what I can get from the Milk Road, I'm pretty sure it's like if I have 50 rupees I can get milk from the Gorman Brothers. Which, actually come to think of it, I don't think I can actually get that right now because you need a bottle for that. So that could be a problem. And yeah, the way bottles work is also very interesting in this. Basically, like the items that you can put in bottles are also randomized, but they have like their own unique pool, so sometimes if you try to bottle a fairy you get a fish, and if you let that fish out of the bottle and then bottle it again you get something else, and you can kind of do cycles with that, I guess. I don't have a bottle yet, so let me see if I can get that before I go back to town. Should be one of the things you can get here. Which, you don't actually need the Deku Mask to get that, so it's actually quite fortunate. Let's see the actual website, just listing first few steps to get started. Alright. Check that out later, I guess. Alright, so pretty sure that like Deku Nuts and Deku Sticks are also gonna be something else, yeah. Oh boy. Okay, apparently Deku Nuts are highly unshielded in this. So let me go to the consumables tab. Get some more Hylian shields. Oh dear. And probably get some more stuff like... Let's see if I can get a Deku Stick. You can usually get them from the rest of this area, I thought. Two shields, yeah, I guess. The wall and all that. Well, it's 3 shields now, I think. Alright, I think this place always has the same direction you gotta go in. Yep, I think it's left, right, right, straight, left, left. If I remember. Yeah. Guess that's a good thing to memorize if you're gonna do runs for this. I don't have anything that gives you energy, unfortunately. Not even that. But now that we've seen that, we should be able to come up here and get the first bottle. Alright, bottle of red potion. And pretty sure that's also unrandomized to always be a bottle of red potion, so... I think all the bottles that you get in this actually are like... always gonna have their original contents, maybe. No time to go through this again, except this time I'm not even gonna talk to the monkey, because I already know the way. Also, hello, sir. Alright, hey, I brought the stuff this time. Stream is coming through just fine, but it's darkened with a buffering logo. Oh boy. GG Twitch. Might be... okay. I was gonna say might be a good idea to reload, but I guess it's fixed now. Alright, so I got the bottles, so now we can start testing out for bottle items like spring water, which turns into green potion. Hang on. Which I guess I will drink right now. At least stuff like hearts and rupees and magic jars don't get replaced with anything. I'm pretty sure that's a constant. So I'm pretty sure with this money that I have now I should be able to get some potions from here to try and figure out what they do. What they will turn into. Take the boat cruise yet? Not yet. Oh yeah, we need to get the picto box from that. We buy a red potion, we get an odd mushroom. Oh boy. I think that's what it's called actually. What is it called? I think odd mushroom is from... it's magical mushroom in this, okay. So the red potions becomes... magic mushroom. I'm pretty sure we can give it to her to get blue potion. Let's see what that's gonna turn into, I guess. Come back later, you say. Well, what about this? Can't get ingredients. Well, yeah, you can. I just gave them to you, right? If you get green potion, it's... oh. What? We just got a second bottle with gold dust. Oh, goodness. Okay. So it's... okay. What happens if I keep buying green potion? Oh. That is... I was not expecting that at all, I will say. We have now up... okay, I can get all 6 bottles with this way, I guess. That's actually quite good. Oh, hang on. So yeah, time to buy 2 more bottles, I guess. I just need 1 more bottle to complete everything now. And we can get a lot of money from selling this gold dust in the curiosity shop in town, I'm pretty sure. So that helps. So let's see. Damn it. I'm trying to get the Deku Stick drop, but I get the feeling I'm not gonna be able to get it from those things as long as I have the super strong sword that I do, so... It's got the grass right out here, which should give you the same thing. There should also be a ferry back here. Off to bed, good night. And chat, right, good night, Williams. Have a good one. Alright, so there's a fairy right there. And I was trying to bottle it, but I failed. Alright, but here's a deck stick. Which turns into the picto box, okay. And that also gives a Dekunatsu. See, I was wondering if the picto box would get replaced, or would not get replaced with anything, because it was where it was supposed to be last time I did this, but I guess not this time. What happens if I do get the picto box here? I get a fire arrow, alright. Fire arrow, there we go. I don't know if... I'm pretty sure that if you get a quiver, then you automatically get the bow to go with it. I don't know if that also applies for these arrows. I'm guessing that's a no. Well, you can't use them during this. So I just gotta wait for the cruise to be over, I guess, so I can't actually do anything at the other end of this right now since I don't have the Deku mask, so just gonna have to take it right back. At least I'm gonna be able to... I can get some extra money by taking a picture of one of these things, I guess. I hope that's good enough. Actually, I should probably not take a picture of one of those things, so I'll take one of the Deku King instead. I'll keep it for now, but I'll get rid of it. No, actually, I should take a picture of one of those things, because I can't actually get into the Deku Palace right now, I forgot about that. Any resources for the Majora's Mask rando? Well, as far as I can tell, no. I don't think there are. Other than the spreadsheet that I'm in the process of making right now, I guess. So that kind of sucks. Like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure that other people have tried it. And streamed it even, but I do not know who any of those people are, so... Someone just randomized the item placement in this game and called it a day, I guess. I mean, you know, the source for this has apparently it went through a few revisions, but yeah, as far as I'm aware, other than actually making the randomizer and making it so that it would be less likely to just put you in an unwinnable situation and all that, I don't think they made any additional resources to help you go through it or anything. So, you know, it's a good thing that, at least in my case, I'm able to just consistently consult my Majora's Mask encyclopedia, aka my brain, so... let me see. Pretty sure that another thing that's not randomized is the piece of heart. Oh boy. Okay, wait a minute, so the red choo-choos that are supposed to drop hearts drop rupees instead of hearts, or is that just if you're already at full health? I don't know. Don't try to know myself. So let's just go back to town, there should be some extra stuff to get right now. Also some stuff I should be able to get from the night of the first day as well. Actually, I have no idea too if you go to the clock tower at the end of a 3-day cycle. And to try and get the scene where you're supposed to get the ocarina in the vanilla game. And if you're able to get anything from that, because I tried that and I did not get anything. Like, you just get the scene that you get after that. The one time I did test it, but it wasn't on the first 3-day cycle, so I guess there's gonna be an opportunity for me to try that out. Where am I go? I'm gonna go to East Clocktown. That's where the stuff I need to do is. At this point I realized too that I forgot to sell my photograph. Oh well. I think I only get like 20 rupees for it anyway, so... Do you have a reservation? I sure do. So... instead of the room key we get the moon steer. Okay. Just write that down. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else back here right now. But since we have the moon steer, we should be able to trade that for the... or rather for what would ordinarily be the town title deed. There's probably gonna be something else right now, but okay, before I do that I'm gonna go by the mayor's office. So that's where the Cafe Smask is. Just walk right in here. And you talk to this person. And we got the Bremen mask. This is actually quite good, because we can get the bunny hood with this, or at least whatever has replaced the bunny hood. So I wonder what we will get instead of the Bremen mask when night falls, since that's the other item you can get here in town. Well, another item, not the other item. So yeah, let's go trade this thing for something else. Alright, coming over here. Hearing about a stone called Moon Steer, and yes, I do have one. Right. We got the Great Fairy Sword that was stolen, apparently. So we now have 2 of the strongest swords in the game. Right. Make room for this, I guess. Hang on. Let me adjust the stuff here. Hang on, I should just highlight all of these and enable text wrap so I don't run out of room. There we go. There we go. Gilded sword stolen, and that was Great Fairy Sword stolen. It's supposed to be the town title deed, which is all the way at the bottom for some reason. There we go. And we also have 5 bottles right now, so you know, that's always good. So what else can we get right now? We got Face Mask, we got the Room Key, the Great Fairy Mask we can't get yet because we need Deck Mask, we need the Adult Wallet, we need 200 rupees to actually get the Adult Wallet though. Let's see. Oh hey Redbird, what's going on? Adult Wallet. bomb bag. We already have that big bomb bag. We need to get an event during the first night to be able to get that. And money too, so you know. And what else? Stolen stuff? I don't think I'm gonna try for that unless it's absolutely necessary. We need Goron mask to get the powder keg. We need Bremen mask, blast mask, circus leader's mask. Oh, we can get the circus leaders. Actually, no, we can't. We need the transformation mask for that. But once we do have them all, we will be able to get that. Oh dear. This could be unfortunate. This text wrap change I made to my... There we go. Spreadsheet. Alright, there we are. Now... So, all-night mask, we need a giant's wallet for that. Letter to cafe, we need cafe's mask for that. Pen out of memories, we need letter to cafe. This is all side quest stuff. We also need arrows. So yeah, it might be a good idea to just go forward to the night of the first day and see what other stuff we get. Because other than... Well, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go try to fight the Takuri in the field so I can get 200 rupees. And it's a really risky enterprise right now though, because I have no ranged weapons. If you run out of rupees when you're fighting that thing, it just steals your items, so that's no good. Steals your items and also disappears like a big jerk. Right, there he is. I kinda wish I had the stone mask, because the stone mask makes fighting him trivial even if you don't have ranged items, since... If you put on the stone mask when he's hunting you, it just stops paying attention to you, so you pretty much become immune to him, but since I don't have that, that's not gonna be an option for me. Okay, I don't know like how many times you need to hit him, but I think it's like 10, even with the sword. What happens if I try to use the Great Fairy Sword? Let me see. Never actually used this a whole bunch, since it's kind of unwieldy. And you know, you use a different... Oh, fuck. I think it's supposed to be stronger than a Gilded Sword, though. Can I please focus on him? There we go. There we go. That went better than expected, I guess. And we got all the money for that. So let's deposit 200 in the bank and get whatever the adult wallet has turned into. You know, come to think of it, some stuff might have been like removed from the pool of things you can get, since I think there's no point to getting the adult wallet, since we already have the 100 plus repeat capacity at the start of the game. So let's see. I'll speak to you. And yeah, I will deposit exactly that many. I like how this person will take my money before they even ask my name. Right, my special gift is the... Oh boy, we're actually doing really good with this seed. The bunny hood, alright. So that's that. Let me see. Is there anything else that I want to get from here? I don't remember. Could get fish or bugs. There's a fish right here, so let's see. If I catch a fish, it turns into bugs. Where's the consumable stuff? Fish becomes bugs. So if I let the bugs loose and I catch them again. turns into Chateau Romani. Oh boy. Pretty sure that's what that is. So now I have unlimited magic for this 3-day cycle. Isn't that amazing? Right, so that... What else do they sell here? That's what I was trying to find out. They sell fairies. Oh yeah, I still don't know what fairies are. And everything else that they do sell, I already know what it is, though I'm pretty sure. Right, so by the way, this is what my... I'll show this. This is what my spreadsheet is looking like right now. Actually have like different... what you call it? Different tabs for items that you can get in different places, and also have a separate tab for the... for stuff that you can put in bottles and consumables. And the empty bottles themselves. Like here's the stuff for that. Here's the stuff for the clock tower that... Where is it? There it is. It just vanished into the abyss. Now there it is. And the field and the swamp. So yeah, all of this stuff. And this is very incomplete right now, keep in mind. Extremely incomplete. But who knows? Maybe if I hand this over to someone who knows how to do shit and do it, make it look pretty, maybe a tracker for this might actually exist someday. That would be pretty nice. Of course I don't know who that other person would be though. I guess I should probably go grab these pieces of heart. Like, I'm kind of avoiding them because I don't even know how viable doing like 100% heart piece run would be in the randomizer, but I guess I can use the extra hearts that I can manage to acquire. So let's see. Need to wait for nighttime, which is almost upon us. I don't think I have anything else that I need, or that I can use right now. Should probably go to the Milk Road. Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. Can get milk from there, or rather whatever milk has turned into, you know, in before it is spring water, which would actually suck because one of the bottle items that you actually need to like make progress in the game is spring water, just normal spring water, and because it's randomized, you never know what you actually need to get instead of that to actually get it. Right, let's go kill Mr. Bird again. Oh, or fail to, hang on. I actually really hate this guy because he just steals your shit. And it's really hard to hit him sometimes, like right now, I guess. Well, this would be considerably easier if I had like a bow, but... Oh, for fuck's sake, come on. And he can interrupt your attacks like that, which is also terrible. And yeah, if you run out of money while fighting him, he just steals your items. Okay, yeah, at least. It's a little bit easier to do that with the Great Fairy Sword.